guys, welcome to the home of my FUT Dynasty and the channel. This is going to be the first episode and the rules and a little bit of gameplay of my FC26 Road to Glory / FUT Dynasty. So I've decided to do something a little bit different this year. I've given myself a set of rules to make it more immersive and a bit more engaging. So as you can see, I've got two transfer windows. That's where I'm starting as transfers. Very similar to the Premier League. One at the start of the season where I can make as many more transfers. Then in the mid-season can make a limited amount of transfers, where you can see I can only make one. Each rules that I've set out has been to try and make it a bit more realistic, so I can't just chop and change, upgrade players so quickly like you kind of do in FIFA. And I know EA wanted to change the power curve, so hopefully I'm doing it for myself. And basically you can see that I have 3 max signings per season, 1 major, and also over 50, that's over 50% of the budget. I have unlimited transfers for players under 1,000 coins, as well as a youth system, SBCs as signings, and also loans. But not to add to that, I've also made some more rules for myself in terms of the board. So this is more of an objective-based system. If I play in Rivals and I get an 80% win ratio in Season 1, then I will unlock 200 FC points for myself to use at some point in a transfer window. Additionally, the same goes with FUT Champs. If I get 10 or higher, this is where I kind of benchmark myself, I'll get 400. And then a management objective, if I score with a fullback, I'd unlock an Evo. I don't have to use them directly then, but they can be used at any time in the Dynasty. And then finally, as the first episode is going to be about the preseason or the start and the beginning, there's no rules at the moment because I need to get as many coins as possible and lock in my team. And this should be done by the end of the week, or for you guys, I believe that will be this Friday coming. That should be the first time start. But let me know what you think of the rules. I've got gameplay now, and I've also got a bit of web app content. I imagine you've all really seen a lot of like how to start your game, and if you're not doing the bronze pack method and you're not doing the objectives, you're probably doing it wrong. If you want a deeper dive, just let me know in the comments and I'm happy to get back to you on how I would start the game. But you'll see that my team is started out pretty badly. You can see I got some objectives there, 3,000 coins just from listing loads of players, and that's probably the best way to get coins quickly. As I said, if you need something like advice on how to do that, let me know in the comments. I've got a pretty strong team as we stand now, not when recording this video, but it is getting better. You can see, look, the packs aren't necessarily great this year. It's much easier to get a good starter team, but I'm heading in the right direction, and that's all that matters to me at the moment. You'll see the first part of gameplay coming up right now. So I came into this game with a really average team, I'd say, like DRB. All of these are basically pack pool players. I don't think there's one who's not. So you can see I got DRB, a little bit of luck, and Schlotterbeck. And then I went up with Lukaku up front because I thought I managed to pull him. Was quite excited to use him actually, but I went into this first game and this guy had a pretty stacked team, I think. I can't remember. I just remember coming up against some absolutely ridiculous teams. Yeah, you can see he's got Payor. She's a beast, and I believe he had Rashford as well, but you can see he's absolutely, or she is absolutely turning me up here. And I was in no place to defend it. It's the first game on, and I was thinking, damn, what have I got myself into? I ended up going down 1-0, but then big Lukaku runs through. And guys, he's actually pretty decent for 1,000 coins. He's quick, he's strong, and he can finish on his left foot, and that's about it. So don't expect any revelations for 1,000 coin striker, but he's definitely going to get you some goals. Yeah, you can see there, Payor just scoring a questionable goal, great strike, but the keeper should probably do more. But look, like at this point the game was done for me, and I remember he did have a stat team because he had Rashford and he was also very good, and you can see I was getting absolutely rinsed here, and it's pretty embarrassing. This is what I do when I'm playing well. I just hold it in the corner for the last 5 minutes and don't let the player get the ball. So you kind of know how it goes. But the idea with this as well, guys, is just to take as much content as possible and condense it. So I'm going to be playing 20 odd games a week, and you're not going to want to see every single game that I play. And I appreciate that. Let me know how much you want to see or what you want to see, because I've just taken some of the highlights here of Lukaku scoring. That first game was probably a bit longer than it needed to be, but the plan is just to show you kind of the highlights that I felt with the team, things that I enjoyed seeing, and or how I performed throughout the week. So, you know, that's the main thing here. In this game here, again, you can see not too much going on. I quite like this free kick because I caught him off guard. A quick free kick. Lukaku again. You can see he's got the finishing. We ended up winning 4-1. And then the next game, we kind of went on a bit of a run, guys. Like you can see, I'm 6-2 up here. Lukaku holding off with the strength, playing the ball into Julian Brandt, who was also pack-pulled, then going through to finish. So really good performance. Well, that's the end of the episode. And I am in, I believe, Division 6. There will be another episode coming up very soon. And this is just the start of it, and I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update where I am and how I'm getting on. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I look forward to bringing you guys the next episode, which will be the one before we lock in the final team.